Man who dresses as a lumberjack sometimes. But he's got the jokes. I'm telling you, you're gonna. Okay, everybody knows CPR. Anybody knows CPR? Anyway, we got Mr. Greg Duran coming up next.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? Real quick, give it up for every comedian up here tonight. Making me laugh. You're having a good time on date night. I'm not gonna lie, that's the hardest time for a comedian to be up here is during the Valentine's week right now. Because we're trying to make you laugh. We're trying to be funny. I look like a lot of good couples are out here, but some of y'all might be like a make or break relationship right now. So, yeah, they're like, be funny, otherwise I'm gonna divorce my wife tomorrow. Well, you know, that's my worst case scenario though, right there. My best case scenario right there is like, we all get laid tonight, because it's so funny out here, you know, everybody maybe even has a kid 9 months from now, names a kid after me, you know? Greg, right? And you think, okay, I can name my son Greg, I can't name my daughter. Like, yeah, you can. You can name your daughter Gregoria. Gregoria is a very beautiful Spanish name, guys, so don't knock it till you try it, all right? Thank you, that was my best one. Nah, I'm really glad a whole bunch of y'all showed up today, because I've performed in front of 4 people. And even at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm doing it, all right. You know, but right now, I love this crowd, beautiful crowd. Give it up for y'all. If somebody can like call my dad and tell him I'm doing good, that'd be great, you know. He's still like, you need to stop doing comedy, son. No, but you know, every time I go to like a show and nobody shows up, I kind of feel like that little kid that had his party at Chuck E. Cheese and nobody showed up for him. I'm like, dang, I'm sorry. But then again, this crowd looks beautiful again, but it definitely looks like a crowd that looks like I don't owe anybody any money to, which is great. You know, I've had, anybody ever owe money to anybody? It's hard, right? You can't go anywhere. Yeah, you can't go anywhere, like where people know you, you know? Like, my mom was all like, hey, you gonna go to a family reunion? And I'm like, nah, that's a trap. That's a trap right there. I owe 4 people money out. I've had people come to my shows and they're like, hey, you got my 40? You got my 40? I'm like, Grandma, I promise I'm gonna pay you back, all right? So, shoot, man. Grandpa just died, right? I gotta pay it back. Man, I know. Let me tell the joke, sir. Let me tell the joke, all right? Thank you. No, but you know what, guys? It's hard for me to get jobs, gigs on weekends right now, because you know I have to work. Everybody has another job, you know. So I called in for this right here, guys. Yeah, I called in just for y'all. And I have trouble coming up with good excuses like to call in, but I watch a lot of murder crime dramas, you know. So I called my boss up. I was like, hey, Richard, man, I can't make it, bro. So Greg, what's up? I'm like, man, I got to my apartment. I saw signs of a struggle everywhere, man. I was like, Richard, long story short, man, my cat and my goldfish are both dead, man. He's all like, what happened, Greg? He's all like, man, I found my goldfish first, man. He was on the couch. He was stabbed like 4 or 5 times, man. Blood everywhere, man. And I caught my cat in the tub with a toaster in it. Yeah. Murder, suicide, guys. Yeah. See how y'all are getting that story right there? Richard got into it too. I got the whole weekend off. Yeah, so give it up for Richard too, man. Oh man. I'm gonna have too much to say, have too much on my mind right now. Also, if y'all can, my dad's going through radiation therapy. Just keep him in your minds right now. Give him another heads up. And he's my go-to guy. He motivates me to do this all the time. He wants me to go out and venture off doing this for real. Every time I go out of town, he's always like, hey, when you go out of town, you represent that you're from San Angelo, Texas, all right? That's how usually quiet it gets when I say I'm from San Angelo. No one cares. But he's all like, but only do that if you do good. If you do bad, tell him you're from Abilene. Yeah, if you do really, really bad, tell him you're from Midland. Yeah, a few people from Midland, anybody? Oh, you are? All right, you know it's bad then. That's good. I did a private party one time in Midland. I did a private party out there, and it was a quinceañera / baby gender reveal party. Yeah, can you tell what's going on right there? A little bit. And then on top of that, they had the test results on who the dad was. It was awesome. Not the funniest thing going on, guys. I did not want to be there at all. Yeah. And on top of that, the dad wasn't even there to do like, it was like weird. Man, speaking of test results, speaking of test results, we mentioned 21andMe, that Ancestry.com, and dating apps right now, right? Well, I actually thought Ancestry.com was a dating app. Yeah, I thought it was a dating app, because on the homepage, it says you can find someone today, and I was like, all right, cool. I just found out I was only half a quarter Native American. That's it. Which is awesome, because that means I don't get deported. That's great, I was really happy about that part. But then I started wondering, like, how am I half a quarter Native American? Where does it show on me? Because Native Americans, they're like, I don't know if you know this, but they don't grow any hair on their bodies, like real Native Americans. And I was like, I'm a hairy guy, And now I thought about it right there. I was like, okay, I know where I don't grow any hair. Bam, right there, That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Oh man, I'm trying to take better care of myself right now. I just turned 39. I can remember how I was back in the day to how I am right now. Back in the day, I remember having a MySpace. I remember MySpace, anybody? Yes. Now, if you're my age, you have a MyChart. Yes. MySpace and MyChart. If you don't know what it is by now, people, you're God's favorite, okay? MySpace and MyChart are exactly alike, man. Your doctor, he's your best friend. It used to be Tom, back in the day. I used to check for likes, now I'm checking for my cholesterol, Whenever I was younger, I took pre-workout. I still take pre-workout now, but I take it with Metamucil so I can stay regular. It's working out for me. I'm trying to live a long life, I'm trying to get to like Betty White's age, Get to live a full life like that, because Betty White, that was my homegirl. I was actually really into Golden Girls back in the day. I loved her a lot, I could honestly say that watching Golden Girls, Betty White back in the day is probably the reason why I'm into older women now, guys, to be honest. If some of y'all don't know what, give it up to the older women in here, man. For real, right now. I took an older woman out to go to the movies and out to eat. No. You've heard this joke before, maybe, I don't know. No, but I took an older woman out to go out to the movies and out to eat. All I spent was like $20 on the whole day, man. Because I took advantage of that senior citizens discount right there. And then, I'm not gonna lie, at the end of the night, it was like wham, bam, thank you for being a friend, It was awesome, man. She took care of me. We were in bed by 8 o'clock and everything. She made me papas in the morning, Yeah, man, it was awesome. You really don't knock it till you try it, guys, for real. Oh, man. I'm joking. I am talking to a girl my age right now. I kind of, I call her my woke girlfriend right now because she got a lot of opinions and everything. She likes to throw them out to me. One opinion she told me about, one thing she wanted to talk about, she was like, do you think Speedy Gonzalez is highly offensive towards the Hispanic community? And I was like, no way. Maybe Slowpoke Rodriguez, but not Speedy Gonzalez, And yeah, right? We can relate to Slowpoke a little bit. Right? No, but I went ahead and I was like, no, for real, I can never see that. She goes, well, can I call you Speedy Gonzalez? And I was like, no. Because I know what you mean by that. I find that highly offensive. Oh, man. Y'all were a great audience, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight, man. Give it up for Scott for letting us use this place. My name is Greg Duran, man. Y'all take it easy tonight, and if it's easy, take it on home.
Go, Greg. Thank you. Awesome, man. This is not the ashes of